Clemson Football and Its Relationship to Religion by George Netz. Clemson athletics are known nationwide not only for their accomplishments in the athletic field, but for the players that come and go into and out of their program. Although they are rivals, respect must be shown when a program like their own is able to compete and dominate in not just one, but multiple sports at a time. However, one sport sticks out, where we are really able to see their actions of the players mimic what can be recognized as religion. This is their football team, more specifically, the pregame rituals at Memorial Stadium. Originally from Death Valley, California, Howard's Rock was given to the Clemson football team and is known by the players and fans for its supernatural powers it brings when being rubbed. The rock is known as something the players may only touch if they are willing to give 110% on the field, and if not, told to, quote, keep their filthy hands off of it. Traditionally, each game, the team lines up at the east end zone where the rock is placed, and each player touches the rock for luck before the game starts. This rock is a hierophany, giving life and spirit to the players and fans around them, when physically to outsiders, it is just a rock. As the players rub the rock, they proceed to run down what is known as the hill. The synergy of these two events not only gives energy and adrenaline to the players, but is a sign of superiority and a way to distill fear into the opposing team's heads. As described by the players themselves, there is no better feeling than touching the rock and running down the hill. Although this process only takes about 30 seconds, the meaningfulness and energy created lasts the entirety of the game. Death Valley didn't get its name by chance. It earned that name through the aura of energy brought upon by the charisma of the players and fans that is unmatched by many other schools. The grounds of Memorial Stadium, holding over 80,000 people, are a sacred place to all that step foot on the premises, and to the players is a place where blood, sweat, and tears will be shed in order to secure dominance over the opposing teams. When researching this topic, one specific thing that came to mind was its relationship to Juju witchcraft. Although many of the rituals performed between the Juju men and the Clemson football players are not the same, the idea and spirituality behind the actions are practically the same. For the Juju men, they would sprinkle the ashes of deceased animals onto the field before playing a game. In no way are the actions of the Clemson football players that extreme. Instead, the Clemson players would rub a rock. However, the hierophany's values are in line in terms of raising spirit and morale among the players. Another action we see from the Juju men would be writing the names of opposing players on eggs and smashing them before the game, which is mimicked by the Clemson players who run down the hill. Again, the goals are in check, where the goal is to assert dominance, making the opposing team fearful. However, the way they present themselves is extremely different. When analyzing this topic, it's hard to look at the actions and devoted time these fans and players take to see it as just a sport. As it is for many teams, quite often we hear how sentimental a sport may be. However, for this team in particular, we see it firsthand. Neither the rock nor the hill physically have any ties to making these players better or actually having supernatural powers. However, it is the players' beliefs and religious values held towards these objects that give them the sense that they are given some sort of power from these objects. As a tradition dating back almost 60 years ago, players come and go, but the intensity and vitality last a lifetime.